If Adam had not allowed Eve to pour into him, sin would have never come into the world. Sin came into the world because Adam broke the order. We were not designed to receive from women. When Adam started eating out of his wife's hand, sin came in because the divine order was broken.
If TD Jakes was here right now, let's say, I would say his response to you would be like, come on, Sheba, you don't want to be a hero. You don't want to be the triumphant person with the shield out in the front on the horse with the sword, risking life. You want to be the damsel in either the damsel in distress or the woman sitting home waiting for the hero to return, who is holding the fort and doing the difficult things at home and is also kind of heroic in a different way.
No thanks, I want to ride a horse. You stay at home and do the heroic things. What things do you mean? Like the dishes? Caring for these fucking kids? No thanks. I'll get on a horse. Yeah, I might die, but we're all gonna die. So I would rather die after riding on a horse and potentially saving everyone's actual life, not just keeping them alive day to day. You go do that if it's so heroic. That he would think he knows me and what I would like and what I would prefer to, how I would prefer to live my life than I do, the person who's lived this life for 33 years, only because he assumes I have a vulva.
This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now. Because we are raising up women to be men.
Like he himself, as a large black man with this mega church and this incredible following, he sees himself as a leader. He fits perfectly within the archetypes that he has in his mind. You know, his life affirms everything that he's read and known. It makes sense. He also is attracted to the feminine version of that, like the damsel that he's going to. Like that's who he wants to pursue, and he thinks most women should look like that. You see, and so it's all in a construction of his own.
I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house, but until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away.
To be in a supportive role for a woman who is front, it creates an anxiety that doesn't have to exist there, but it does, and it's because of that archetype.
It's like support from a man, partnership from a man looks a very certain way. It's often very violent for some reason. They're always like, I would kill people for my family. What if all you had to do for your family was give him a hug? Suck a dick. Would you do that? Would you fuck for your family? Probably not, which is a weird thing.
What do you mean?
So like in, you remember in a fucking Forrest Gump. In Forrest Gump, okay. when he's a kid.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
And, his mom is a single mom for whatever reason, and she wants him to go to school. That's what's going to be best for him. That's how he's going to be best protected, have the best start in life, is by going to school.
Yes.
But the guy wouldn't let him in.
The state requires a minimum IQ of 80 to attend public school, Mrs. Gump. He's going to have to go to special school.
My boy Forrest is going to get the same opportunities as everyone else. We're talking about 5 little points here. There must be something can be done.
And now she could have, a man would have said, oh, I'm going to kill this guy. That's the way. No, man, I'm going to beat this guy up until he agrees to send my kid to school. But all she did was fuck him.
Oh, my God.
And did she get what she wanted? Yup.
Is that Mr. Gump? Mrs. Gump?
He's on vacation.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
And I think we have this idea of what, like the things that women can do, what people want from women is not valuable at the same time. It's not as valid. It's not something that a man would do. Like what? Like why? Why, do we always tell guys that violence is the best way to solve your problems when like maybe love is.
And she's a heroic character, this character. She wasn't looked at.
We didn't think of her as a bad person. We thought of her as a really good mom who protected her family.
And provided an opportunity. Maybe the whole story doesn't pan out if she doesn't do that.
Exactly. What if instead of doing that, she cuts the guy's throat? Or she beats him up? Or
she walks away and then he has to go to another school or go to another or doesn't go to school.
In the 60s, you know, did they have schools for, you know, children with developmental and intellectual disabilities? Probably not. And they treated them really poorly. They didn't have a lot of opportunity to live. They probably were like, you're a disabled child. You don't get to play football. You don't get to be in the army. You don't get to do all these things.
Yeah.
And so if she didn't, what's she gonna do?
And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families.
This idea of what women should be, of what women have to be, and like how, you know, I didn't grow up seeing a lot of heroes that looked like me. The people who were like the women characters, the child characters, they were not the heroes. They were the people needing rescuing. They were the people who depended on someone else to keep them alive.
The conversation has become, let's prove to the men how dispensable they are. And it is born out of pain because we hurt you.
I was like, I'm just as brave and smart and clever and fast and strong and like good at navigating through problems. I might not punch my way through every problem, but I've gotten through 35 years of life understanding how to like get my needs met and do things for myself and saving the fucking day.